नमस्कार व्यूअर्स, मैं बीएन शर्मा आप सबको तहे दिल से धन्यवाद करता हूं और थैंक्स अ लॉट। आप लोग ने सहयोग करके विद हेल्प ऑफ आप लोग के सहयोग से 1000 सब्सक्राइबर हो गया और कुछ लोग ने मुझे पर्सनली बधाई भी दी है। इनको तहे दिल से थैंक्स अ लॉट एंड प्लीज कीप वाचिंग, शेयर एंड लाइक द वीडियोस। काफ़ी मेहनत करना पड़ता है ये सब वीडियोस बनाने के लिए without any technical support from anybody and producing it takes quite a lot of time for me। एक 10 मिनट का वीडियो, हालांकि वीडियो 10-15 मिनट का ही होता है, लेकिन मुझे इसको रिसर्च करने में और काफ़ी ये सब प्रोडक्शन एंड पोस्ट प्रोडक्शन की प्रोसेस में करीब 3-4 दिन लग ही जाता है एंड आई एम ऑल्सो डूइंग इट एज अ पार्ट टाइम, सो इसमें ज़्यादा टाइम लगता है। आप लोग देखते हैं, कमेंट करते हैं, सब्सक्राइब करता है एंड व्हेन यू सब्सक्राइब, कमेंट एंड लाइक द वीडियोस, इट गिव्स मी अ मोटिवेशन एंड और वीडियो बनाने के लिए मुझे मोटिवेट करते रहते हैं। सो प्लीज लाइक, सब्सक्राइब एंड शेयर द वीडियोस। आज के वीडियो मैं इस टॉपिक पे बना रहा हूँ, कुकी समुदाय का, कुकी आर्म्स ग्रुप का लीडर्स का थॉट प्रोसेस और हमारी सेना असम राइफल्स का हेड स्पेशली द रिटायर्ड डीजी असम राइफल, इनका थॉट प्रोसेस और कुकी आर्म्स ग्रुप का कितना मिलता जुलता है, ये इसके बारे में मैं 4-5 पॉइंट में जस्ट आई विल ब्रीफली टच अपॉन इट। इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि मैं फौज को या आई आई फुल्ली रेस्पेक्ट द डिफेंस फोर्सेस including the Assam Rifles. The officers are of high caliber. But however, the thought process, what I perceive, and many intellectuals from the Meitei community perceive, is the thought process or mindset of the Kuki Arms Group and the speeches and interviews and interactions of the retired DG Assam Rifle are quite similar, slightly aligned with what the Kuki Arms Groups are thinking. Side इसलिए this must be the one of the reason why the problems are not solving yet. Probably the Meitei community had they have no access, or they have no interactions, or they have no platform to address the issues or to share the informations with the top-notch, either let it be retired these Assam Rifles or let it be the IS officers. So whatever the Assam Rifle DG as a head of the Northeast, looking after the security internal aspects, CI, and the borders of this Indo-Myanmar border. Since he's looking after, his views are very important to the Government of India. So his thought process, his mindset is very important in solving the problem or present crisis in Manipur. इसलिए मैं कुछ तथ्यों पे टच करना चाहता हूँ। इन माय ओपिनियन द प्रॉब्लम जो है अभी तक लिंगरिंग इसलिए है कि सॉल्व इसलिए नहीं हो रहा है क्योंकि जो मैतेई समुदाय सोचते हैं उसका माइंडसेट और असम राइफल का लीडरशिप का माइंडसेट is very different, because military drives down from top to down, top down, bottom. All the instructions comes from a top, and also the highest military leadership, they give a feedback to MHA in case of Assam Rifles, or paramilitary, or to defense minister in case of the defense forces through their chief of their arms. So ये एक बहुत important है. So let me come directly to the point. ये वीडियो देखते हैं थोड़ी देर के लिए.
Chanpur came to being in 1921, I think, after the Anglo-Kuki War.
Memorial Gate, which has been burnt, of the Anglo-Kuki War or Kuki Rebellion.
Mr. Seilen Haokip, who is a leader of KNA, he says in Anglo-Kuki War Memorial Gate in one of his interviews. And whereas we all know that there is no existence of Anglo-Kuki War in the Indian history, and this has been clarified through RTI by the Government of India. Still, the Kuki leadership, the Kuki Armed Group leadership, Mr. Haokip uses Anglo-Kuki War. Okay, it's okay for him, he'll use. The same terminology is again used by retired General Nair, ex-DG of Assam Rifles. So ये एक alignment है. And after some time, maybe say after 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, this statement will be quoted and it will be taken as correct in the perspective. This reference will be taken and this Anglo-Kuki War will be verified by the Kuki intellectuals. So this is an alignment of thought between the military leadership, present military leadership of the Assam Rifles and the Kuki Armed Group. I am specifically talking about retired General Nair, ex-DGAR. And दूसरा point है, it's about the suspension of operation. Again, I'll quote General Nair, retired. He also mentioned the suspension of operation was agreed by the state government. The same thing is also said by the Kuki Arms Group leader. Again, Mr. Haokip, he also said in one of his interview in one of the media channel.
The state government was in agreement to give those SoO camps to them. Then certain rules got formed. I myself was a brigade commander, like I said, in Manipur. There were 3 camps under me, which periodically my COs, my company commanders, I have gone there so many times to check weapons and presence of the Kuki fighters who were there. So they used to be there. Now, in this, when so much of fighting is happening, there are certain ground rules that so many percentage of fellows are supposed to be there. Militants or fighters, call them whatever, are supposed to be there in the camp at any time. So many weapons are supposed to be there. Again, percentages are laid down. In our initial days, we found at least the weapons were there, and most of the weapons have been there for 20, 30 years, not been maintained, not in a fit state to be used.
We wield arms for our protection. And we have never used our weapons against Indian security forces because we're not secessionists, but for self-defense. So violations are petty, sometimes serious, but they're always resolved because they're really nothing seriously against the aspect of peace for SoO.
So उनका कहना है कि suspension operation जो है, the government of Manipur also agreed to the suspension operation. And yeah, the same thing is being said by General Nair also. So there is another alignment of thought process. Whereas in one of the interview of the then Director General of Police, if I remember correctly, Mr. Santi Kumar, he said in one of the interview, in 2005, Army went ahead with the suspension operation, and it was not known to the government of Manipur. And in fact, in 2008, it was forced upon to the government of Manipur, and suspension operation had to be undertaken. So it was a sort of forcing to the Manipur government or to the Manipur police. This has been clarified by the then DG, Mr. Santi Kumar. His interviews are available in the YouTube. For reference, anybody can visit the site and see it. So it clearly shows that the suspension of operation ये जो है मणिपुर सरकार के ऊपर थोपा गया है उस समय की सरकार ने through the Ministry of Home Affairs. So Meitei Samudai is in a different mindset. Meitei Samudai is not in agreement with the thought process of the military leadership, especially as General Nair, and also with the SoO Arms Group. However, उस समय का होम मिनिस्टर ने फोर्स किया तो I think the Manipur government did not have any option other than signing this agreement.
Actually, SoO camps is not a major issue. If you ask me, today weapon proliferation movement transborder is so rampant.
General Nair also said SoO camps are not a major problem. आप सबने देखे होंगे SoO camps जो है ये military camps, especially Assam Rifle की camps के आसपास रहता है, and it may not be a problem for the military personnels, especially the Assam Rifles, because the agreement says that they will not fire at each other. That Mr. Haokip, the Kuki Arms Group leader, he kept mentioning. So since they are not firing at the security forces, so इनके लिए कोई problem नहीं है. Similarly, the Assam Rifle, whoever is having a camp nearby, they also must be thinking in a similar fashion, which ex-DG Assam Rifle General Nair has said in this interview. However, it is a big problem for the Meiteis, especially the Meiteis, because these camps, many of them are very close to the national highways, and national highways को रोक के extortion होता है. It's known to everybody. Still, अभी भी national highway number 2 जो है वो कांगकुक में रोका हुआ है. Many visuals are available for checking the presence of Meitei in the buses or in any vehicles.
Like the Kuki groups are a point of concern for us when they're going around with weapons, so are the Arambai Tengols when they go around. But what is of special concern to us is the Arambai Tengols are all operating in the denotified area. Denotified area, like you would know, is the area where the ASPA does not apply. So we cannot proactively just go and start catching them unless.
और तीसरा, General Nair once again said, the Kuki Arms Group are concerned, but the AT, the Arambai Tengols of the Meitei, is a special concern because they are mixed up with UNLF Pambi. He said last year they have signed a peace accord or peace agreement between the Government of India, Government of Manipur, and the UNLF Pambi faction, as reported by media and as General Nair has said. However, he never mentioned about the mixing up of the Kuki arms groups and the illegal arms group entered from Myanmar and mixing up with the 25 different groups under the SoO umbrella. He had never mentioned it. And also General Nair has mentioned a special concern about this Arambai Tengols, ATs, mixing up with the UNLF Pambi faction and also operating in a denotified of ASFA, that is Special Armed Force Special Power Act denotified area, so they could not do anything. That's what he means. Because in 2022, Armed Force Special Power Act was removed from about 16 police stations from the valley. That's what he must be meaning, because these are only the 16 police stations had been removed from Armed Force Special Power Act. However, he never mentioned or bothered about the Kuki arms group, which are mixed up with the SoO arms group and operating in hill areas, though still the Special Armed Force Power Act is still extended in the hill regions. However, no crackdown has been visible or reported to the public. It's an absolute bias analysis by General Nair, in my opinion. This type of bias reporting would be he would be doing to his seniors and to the ministries. That's why ministries are not acting to crack down against the SoO militant groups or the arms groups, illegal arms groups, which have been infiltrated to the Indian soil. थैंक यू व्यूअर्स, आपने यहाँ तक देखा है, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। और मैं कोशिश करूंगा एक दो और वीडियो इस तरीके का, एक दो वीडियो और मैं आप सबके सामने लाऊंगा।